What's up, Warriors? Another day, another music reaction. We're bouncing back onto the warning train. Thanks to James Phillips. James, thank you for all the beers that you've dropped on Buy Me a Coffee. I appreciate you. We all know we are all very much the Warning fans. And when it comes to these three girls, there's nothing we wouldn't do in order to just sit and experience a show of them. So, James, you asked that we react to the live Pepsi Center version. Okay, so I did see that there is a studio version, obviously. It needs to come from somewhere. So, we're going to first watch the live just because we really enjoy the live so much. And then, for the sake of, I don't know, let's see how the studio version is different. So, sometimes I find just yesterday I was also reacting to something where there was a live and a studio version, and I really did prefer the studio version. Whereas other times there's artists who just they were just made for the stage. So I would much rather watch the live version than what I would just listen to the studio version. So we're going to do both, and we're going to see which one we prefer. If it is that we prefer either one and just not like both. I mean, who knows? Let's get ready.
I've been invaded by the need to stay inside this cage. Day after day I'm hurting, but I choose to stay this way. Running out of things to say. It's an normal to love what we hate, treating me out just the same. I'm in too deep, give me something to believe.
Oh no! Wait. Oh. Okay, first of all, what the fuck? She's choosing to stay this way? No, we're going back. We are going back? Okay, wait. Like, I'm still processing. I'm still processing. Let's just rewatch this.
I've been invaded by the need to stay inside this cage. Day after day I'm hurting, but I choose to stay this way. Running out of things to
Okay, wait. So she's been invaded to choose to stay in this cage. And then day by day, she's hurting, but she chooses to stay this way. I mean, how much more self-inflicting can that be? Oh shit. Okay. Girl, girl. Everyone has limits, but jeepers, you push beyond them. Let's go. Back.
need to stay inside this cage. Day after day I'm hurting, but I choose to stay this way. Running out of things to say. It's an normal to love what we hate, treating me out just the same. I'm in too deep, give me something to believe. And it's how you call a dream. Colliding every time. The chaos drives me wild like an animal. Just wanna breathe. And it's how you call a dream. My vision's blurry as the pain keeps crawling up my skin. The pressure's building and I'm on the verge of caving in. Ready enough for the kill. If this can't bring me to life, then what will? Suffering just for the thrill. I'm in too deep, give me something to believe.
Sydney. You all know just how much I love calling her a siku. My psychotic girl. She makes my blood just boil. Uh, that's the exact expression that I just got from her now again. But it's like she's on the verge of breaking. So now that craziness comes through, ne? Like when when you start like life is so freaking shit that you physically can't do this anymore. You're actually starting to become erradical. don't reason the same as what you would on a normal day, because there's just the chemical imbalance in your brain is just going haywire. Um, oh man, I love how she expresses all of this shit through her face. Like, I do not know which one of the three, or if all three of them wrote the song, and we're going to check it afterwards. But she is flippin' brilliant. She is they are all amazing, but Dany, just the way she shares the feeling in her voice. I mean, she literally changes her voice from, like, I can hear the frustration, the almost the aggression, while she's going through this turmoil of emotions and chaos. And oh man, okay, let's go. I promise I won't stop this much in the studio version. This is amazing.
This can't bring me to life, then
Oh,
suffering just for the thrill. I'm in too deep. Give me something to believe. And it's how you call a dream. Colliding every time. The chaos drives me wild like an animal. Just wanna breathe. And it's how you call a dream. Eyes are always open in the dark. I've been underwater right from the start. Rope is wearing thin, can't take it anymore. And that's how you call a dream. Colliding every time. That chaos drives me wild like an animal. Just wanna breathe. Maybe I wanna become what I feel.
ah.
How you call a dream? Colliding every time. Like an animal. And it's how you call a dream.
What the actual is? Okay, did you guys see how she shifted from? I spotted the lyrics in the description. Okay, so let's work through the lyrics before we even get to the studio version. So I've been invaded by the need to stay inside this cage. Day after day, I'm hurting, but I choose to stay this way. Running out of things to say. Isn't it normal to love what we hate? How deep is that? How dark and twisted is that? It's draining me out just the same. I'm in too deep. Give me something to believe. Oh, oh, oh. Now this is the line that has really gotten to me. But it's when she sang it down here, like literally in the last bit. Oh yeah, so I think this is the chorus. So she sang the chorus right before the second last verse, I think. And at that very moment, I found myself that split second when her eyes moved away from the camera. I wanted, or I expected to see some teariness. I expected to see emotion, but that's just me. Um, because you telling me, give me something to believe in this hell that you call a dream. And there for me, I just shattered inside. Um, and as of late, like the amount of reactions, or the requests that I've been getting for reactions on songs written by artists who have gone through down this exact path. Part of this chorus is colliding every time. The chaos drives me wild like an animal. I just want to breathe in this hell that you call a dream. So the amount of contradiction that's in here, it's like a twisted fate. Let's go with the word fate for the lack of a better word. One, I desperately need something to believe in. I do. Um, the chaos drives me insane. Wild like an animal, I just need to breathe. So this is all the anxiety, the frustration, the desperation, and we could hear that in her voice. Literally, as she was singing this part, it was like I'm screaming. I'm desperate. I need to be able to breathe. Um, but then from the outside world, it looks like a dream. All of it seems like a dream. However, something that I mentioned earlier in a comment to someone in respect of the Bon Jovi reaction that I released earlier today as well is if we all get addicted to adrenaline. Okay, so adrenaline comes in very different shapes and forms, but at the end, human nature, we get addicted to adrenaline. Would you give this up? Would you give this hell that the outside world call a dream? Would you give it up for something else, for a more mundane life? Chances are, I don't know, it's probably 50-50. It depends on what your family life looks like. It depends on what path you went down. Like, did you actually manage to stay away from the drugs, the alcohol, the girls, or the men, or the whatever dark, evil result or symptom of fame and fortune is? If you could stay clear of that and you chose to walk the straight and narrow despite the hellhole that you're in, how would those answers differ? Like, what would the one on the straight and narrow say, and what would the one say that actually that went down a much deeper and darker path? So I'm very curious about that. But so the contradiction for me here is she's the one, on the very first line, I've been invaded by the need to stay inside this cage. So the need, she conflicts herself so much that she created this need for herself, which invaded her to stay in this cage, to stay in the hellhole to her day by day. That's still draining her. It's the chaos. But she's staying because it's still a dream. It is still, there's still the ups, there's still the highs, the good stuff, the touring, the making music because that's what you love doing. Whoa, my goodness gracious. But I find it so difficult that you can sing with such power, that you can sing with so much um like, it's almost like she's at the point where she no longer gets emotional about it, but rather she's now mad. She has resulted in creating a darker, a deeper, a harder version of herself. And that is the version that is now coming out to play. Um, okay. So some might say that is actually called something like dissociation. And if you dissociate, you no longer feel the sad emotion, but you create this persona where it's the persona that you can rely on. It's the persona that becomes the superhero, the savior of you. So you have another person in you, another person, but it's more like a split. It's not a split personality, it's dissociative. So you're tired of all the emotional crap. You're tired of being hurt. You're tired of crying and hurting because you can't stand this anymore, because you just want to breathe. So now you almost hand this over to your savior that you created yourself. And children tend to do this as well when they are young and they desperately need to be saved from their childhood home or from a molester or whatever the case might be. So we create this persona and we so heavily rely on this persona, and it's this persona that is the hard part, that is the steady, the rational, the, well, not so much rational, I would rather say almost psychotic because it removes the emotional element. So it's pure objectiveness with some erratic behavior. So um, don't think you're going to continue doing this to me. Um, don't. I will bulldoze you. I will make you think I feel nothing. All of that. So, there is so much happening in the song. My vision's blurry as the pain keeps crawling up my skin. I loved it. I loved how she like imitated the crawling up her skin motion. The pressure's building and I'm on the verge of caving in. Ready and out for the kill. If this can't bring me to life, then what will? Suffering just for the thrill. I'm in too deep. Now, this is the thrill, the dream aspect that we were talking about, the other side of the collision. So the one side is I'm breaking down, the other side is it's a thrill. It's I kind of want this. I need this. It's the adrenaline I'm addicted to. Give me something to believe in this hell you call a dream. Okay, that we continue. Eyes are always open in the dark. I've been underwater right from the start. Rope is wearing thin. I can't take it anymore. Maybe I don't want to be in this hell you call a dream. Colliding every time. The chaos drives me wild like an animal. Just want to breathe in this hell you call a dream. Whoa. So maybe now after all of this, she comes to a realization of, or she's finally posing the question to herself, maybe I don't want to be in this hellhole you call a dream, or hell, I call it hellhole, but in this hell, or it's a cry for help, and she's kind of hinting at her fan base, at her audiences, at the outside world to say, maybe I just don't want to be here anymore. But it's because she added this line over here, the collision is there's almost no longer that colliding factor. So we had the thrill versus the chaos, ne? Or the need to be in this cage versus I can't breathe. But now in the very last verse, we don't see the hope anymore. We don't see the thrill. We don't see that she makes mention of um, the hype or the need anymore. Like, yes, in the hell you call a dream, but it's you, outside world, not me. But the rest of the verse is literally just, now it's just the one side. It's the side I can't breathe. The chaos drives me insane. Maybe I just don't want to be here. Um, this is in freaking insane. Okay, I'm so not stopping during the studio version. I'm gonna try my best not to stop. Like, we just need to listen to this full on, full blast. How You Call a Dream was released as a double single from TheWarning's fourth studio album Keep Me Fed on March 8th, 2024, alongside the Spanish language track Que Mas Quieres. It is about the band's music career being simultaneously rewarding and tiring, yet they continue to pursue it out of love. In the song's track by track breakdown, drummer Pauline Villarreal explained, sometimes the things that you love and you work so hard for can also affect you emotionally. Absolutely. That is that is truth upon truth upon truth. Um, the song was the last track the band wrote in Los Angeles with songwriter and producer Dan Lancaster and was originally titled Belly of the Beast. It was debuted live in Guadalajara, Mexico at Teatro Diana on October 21st, 2023. Mexico. Okay. So, How You Call a Dream tries to express a feeling most musicians find hard to express. When you're touring, you experience the positives, the negatives, and the whole spectrum of emotion all at once. It's about how something you love so much can be something that also weighs you down, but you continue to do it out of love. It's fulfilling, but it's tiring. I shame. So, who wrote? Let's see. So it was written by Anton DeLoss, Dan Lancaster, Dany, Poe, Ale, Matt. Okay, Curtis. So it's a whole bunch of people. So it's not just the three of them. Wait, we first want to go like this. Hello. Hello. And then we're gonna like the studio version just because the live version clearly has more likes, 54,000 versus 42,000. Okay, let's do this. Now we're just going to enjoy this. Honestly, I'm going to hopefully the sound is even louder because I find it wasn't loud enough in the live. I just want my ears to be blown off. Let's go.
I've been invaded by the need to stay inside this cage. Day after day, I'm hurting, but I choose to stay this way. Running out of things to say. It's normal to love when we hate. Treating me out just the same. I'm in too deep. Give me something to believe. And it's how you call a dream. Colliding every time. The chaos drives me wild like an animal. Just wanna breathe. And it's how you call a dream. My vision's blurry as the pain keeps crawling up my skin. The pressure's building and I'm on the verge of caving in. Ready now for the kill. This can't bring me to life, then what for suffering just for the thrill? I'm in too deep. Give me something to believe. And it's how you call a dream. Colliding every time. The chaos drives me wild like an animal. Just wanna breathe. And that's how you call a dream. Eyes are always open in the dark. I've been underwater right from the start. Rope is wearing thin. Can't take it anymore. And that's how you call a dream. Colliding every time. That chaos drives me wild like an animal. Just wanna breathe. Baby, I don't wanna be, don't wanna be. And that's how you call a dream. How you call a dream. Colliding every time. Wild like an animal. And that's how you call a dream.
I really like the background vocals done by Poe. Woo! Okay, what's your favorite? Studio version or live? I have my favorite. I will officially now only do lives of these girls. I mean, what the heck? How is it that I told you guys in the beginning, normally I prefer studio versions over lives. There's so much more energy and they are so vibrant and it's I think I'm you see now for me it's adrenaline, you know. I'm now addicted to that adrenaline that I get from Dany when she brings out her psychotic look. So I want to see I don't know, she's so much more intense on stage. Like she really goes all out. Um but I think they all do. And maybe it's just also because you obviously have this physical appearance of the entire stadium is full of people, um, or arena or whatever. And so now it's all that energy that just feeds towards each other and it pulls and it pushes and it's like it is just energy overload. But you kind of I have to say, so Poe, I love Poe. And I really liked her backing vocals. I could actually pick it up now more in the studio version. I think I was just so I lived myself into the lyrics and the music so much in the live version that I actually didn't pick up on the backing vocals. But they now in the studio version, the camera was on Poe when she sang the vocals, and then I noticed it. I'm like, oh, this actually sounds really cool. Like this is so nice. Ali is very quiet. I barely ever see her, although I do believe she does do a bit of backing vocals, right? But she's freaking phenomenal on that guitar of hers. Dany, however, she gives me this feel in the live version of what is what is the girlfriend of Joker's, that crazy woman? What is she called? Harley Quinn. She reminds me of Harley in the live, like similar sadistic look. I'm like, she even smiled when she was singing about really dark stuff. Um, okay, so I thought my absolute favorite so far of The Warning was Choke. I think the song is called Choke, eh? Or The Choke. But this is officially my absolute freaking favorite. And whilst we are at it, I created a whole bunch of playlists and mixtapes for myself. So we want to go and add it to my focus. I'll add it to the one that you have access to. Yeah. So we're adding it to the BHV focus mixtape. So if you guys want to go listen to what I have on this playlist, it's all the originals of the tracks that I react to that is added to my focus list. Woo, but this is good. I'm actually going to play it now whilst I do some other stuff as well, because I really want to just, but I need to up the volume. I'm going to freaking tune the volume here in my editing software so it can get louder. Thank you very much, James Phillips. Oh my word, you have selected the bass track so far. Thank you. Thank you very much for this one. Thank you for the beers that you dropped in Buy Me Coffee. Guys, if any one of you want me to react to some of your favorite tracks, you know what to do. Buy Me Coffee, drop your beers, drop your URL, drop the reaction or the song's name and the artist name, and I will schedule it in for our next session or next list. Okay. Thank you and goodbye.